Hi guys, welcome back to Sailor D's Toys and Collectibles, and this is my first video for 2018. I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to give you a full tour of the collection room and an update on all of my Sailor Moon merchandise from the 20th and 25th anniversary that have come out in the last few years. So let's just go right into this video, and I'm going to start somewhere. Let's start on the small stuff first. I'm going to look at the Poochie Petites that I've gotten there in the last little while. So here is the view of all of them together. I'm just going to start from left to right and have a closer look. This set here is the Christmas edition that came out last year, followed by some of the school uniform set. This was the special set that came with the Rei in her kimono, and these are the glitter versions that came out of the inner and the outer. And there's the outer Senshi in their school clothes, the Starlight, and Sagi from the last season. The only chibi figure that has been released yet is this one, followed by the three lights, princesses, Super S figures, and so far from Super S we only have Fisheye, Hawk's Eye, and Tiger's Eye. But my prediction is that we're going to be getting the Amazon Quartet with a little Nehelenia this year coming. We have the Queen Beryl and the Four Shiteno. And this is the summer festival here of them in their kimonos, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. And I also have the Chibi Moon and Usagi one right there. And these were their special editions. And from right to left here, we've got Black Lady, Sapphire, Diamond, Esmeralda, Mobius, and the Four Sisters, and the Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon R. This is the Princess Serenity that came with the museum exhibit, I believe. Yes, the museum exhibit. I ordered her from Japan through a deputy service, and that is the first Princess Serenity figure that came out. And that is pretty much it for my Poochie Petites, the ones that I have displayed here anyway. So over on this side of the window is where I'm keeping these for now. I've got the q-posket Sailor Moon and the q-posket Princess Serenity, along with some Gashapons and the Sweeties version of Usagi in her parfait glass. And behind here is where I have the signed autographs from Sailor Moon Linda Ballantyne and Sailor Mars Katie Griffin. Here is I have the Atsumetse Sailor Moon crystal figures that came out a few years ago. And behind those I've got the Poochie Petites ice cream, candy, and a couple of doubles that I had there. And the pop vinyls, of course. We've got Sailor Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and Tuxedo Mask. Behind this Sailor Moon, I have an extra Sailor Moon, and it is a Sailor Moon and Luna vinyl figure that was only available at the Go store or the Calendar Club, and she is glittery. I thought that was really cute. I actually have two of these that I picked up. And moving on the top shelves over here, I've got the first Figuarts Zero statues, Sailor Mars, Mercury, Moon, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Venus. And these are just some double Hoochie Petites that I had laying around. And behind them I have Sailor Saturn pop vinyl, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Chibi Moon, and Queen Beryl. I also have two of Queen Beryl. Down over here, I have a bunch of things. Let's go through these. That is the only live-action Sailor Moon merchandise that I have in my collection. And even though she's kind of ugly, I'm very happy to have her. Moving on to q-posket. This is the 3rd season Sailor Moon with Uranus, Neptune, another Sailor Moon, Mercury, Mars, another Sailor Moon, Jupiter, and Venus. And behind these guys, I've got the miniature tablets. All of them that came out so far, I have them. I haven't really decided if I'm going to pick up any more of these, but I think they're really cool for what they are. Over here is just a nice reusable coffee mug, tumbler, thermos. I thought that was really cool. This is the Sailor Moon pop vinyl keychain that came out this year. And here are the World Uniform figures, World Operation School Uniform figures. And I have them posed with the Sailor Moon Break Time figure. In the beginning, when I bought the keychains, I opened them up and I just have them dangling off each of their respective Sailor soldiers. And in the back, you'll notice that I've got all the figure arts boxes here. And you may notice that I have doubles. That being said, I'm going to move over to this side. This is where, so far, the majority of my SH figure arts reside. This one was the 2014 Nisei Sailor Moon. It's basically Zoisite dressed up as Sailor Moon. And this was the Sailor V that came out. And the first Sailor Moon that came out. Figure number 1 in 2014. This is the Sailor Moon Crystal figure that came out last year. And this is the original anime color 2014 figure arts version, and that is the Black Lady figure that came out. Really happy to have those. And behind those, you will see these old figures that are still in their boxes. Mars, Mercury, Sailor Moon is back there, Jupiter, and Venus over here. Those are really cute figures. It's just they are easily displayed in their boxes right now rather than me having them out. Here's some vintage things that I have. This is a Tuxedo Mask from 1995, and that is a Luna and Artemis set from 1994-95. And over here, I've just got that Locket that came out last year. Pretty neat stuff. And just that keychain there. So, from right to left, I will start with Sailor Venus, and Jupiter, and Mars, and Mercury. This really is a perfect time to be filming this video because everything has been freshly cleaned, polished, and posed, ready for display. Now I have Super Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask as well. And you will see I've got actually 3 boxes for Sailor Moon, and that is because if you have been collecting these figures or know much about them, this one originally came with 2 extra faces. So that is this box And then they released her again without the 2 extra faces. So I have her here, and the one with 2 faces I also have there. 2 of the extra faces, one with just the regular amount of faces. This is the Princess Serenity Figure Arts Zero, which is absolutely beautiful and pairs well with Tuxedo Mask and falls into the collection really nicely. And that's where I have Luna and Artemis and little Diana, who comes with the Poochie Petite Chibiusa in school uniform. And over here I have the Outer Senshi. Right here I've got Chibi Moon, and I have a little Luna P. Luna P does not come with Chibi Moon. The Luna P that comes with Black Lady is actually an evil Luna P. This actually came with the Nendroid Sailor Chibi Moon, which I will get into later. So I have her posed with that Chibi Moon because it is to scale and very cute. And here is Sailor Saturn and Pluto in behind, Sailor Uranus, and Sailor Neptune. And that is my full collection of 2014, 15, 16 figure arts. And starting below that is the 25th anniversary. As of right now, I only have Super Sailor Mercury, but I will be having Super Sailor Mars soon, so look out for that video. This is another Super Sailor Moon that I have. It's not a different figure, it is the same figure, but I wanted to have one to go with the super figures when they come out as well. Back here is just a couple random gashapons that I have of their transformation pins and their lockets. That came in a full set there like that packaged, so I really enjoyed that in its box, so I left it. It's just a couple boxes there. Got a cute little sticker. Random things here, a little mirror. That's one of the things out of the box, one of the future tablets. Random keychains and things like that. So I keep all that stuff in a little chest of treasures. And this one here I really like as well. This one is not an SH Figure Arts. This is actually from a different line, and they were going to be focusing on more of a different look, I guess. And after Sailor Moon was released, they cut the project and they did not make any more. So I'm very happy to have that one. Let's move over to the next little shelf. Let's look on the outside. So here you're going to see a bunch more of Poochie Petites. These are just extras and doubles that I have laying around, or variants of some of the other ones that I showed you earlier. First, I'm going to start off with Sailor Mars. These are the Bandai Girls Memory figures that came out over the last couple of years. This is a complete set as far as I know. Mercury, Neptune in the back, with Uranus, Sailor Moon, Sailor Chibi Moon, Sailor Pluto in here in the front, Sailor Venus, and in the back we've got Sailor Saturn and Sailor Pluto. And we're going to go right in the back. And this is where I have some of my vintage things. Here I have a signed Katie Griffin doll. Sailor Mars, the voice actress, was here in town last year, and I got her to sign that. And here is where I got Linda Ballantyne to sign my Sailor Moon doll from the 90s. Bucket list is to get every single one of these signed someday. And over here we've got Jupiter and Venus, still tightly packed away in their boxes, with Queen Beryl and a Tuxedo Mask. And then here's just a VHS that I had, and same over here, just the movies. And that is the Girls' Memory Collection, along with some of the vintage dolls. And of course we've got the 2014 Sailor Moon Proplica Moon Stick. There are no batteries in this one right now. The batteries died and I just left them out. And down below on this shelf we've got the Proplica Crystal Star. That one also has no batteries in it right now. They ran dry and I just left it as it is. And we've got some of the stationery from 2013 or 14, I believe. I ordered those from Japan and those are really, really pretty. Here are some of the itty bitty poochy petite glass caddies. Luna and Prince Endymion and Queen Serenity and Princess Small Lady and Prince Diamond and Black Lady. The Prince Diamond I found it was a little bit weird in that little collection. It is really cute, but it's just random to have him there. And of course we've got the Lotus Crystal that came with the Proplica Moonstick. And that cutie moon rod. Now I believe there are batteries in this one, so I'm going to let that one play through for you. These are just some of the buttons here. The button on this one is in the back. Pretty cool. So next to that, I also have these from the Asumetse figure line that came out. They just didn't really go with the crystal figures in my opinion, so I just have them in their own little trinity themselves. That little Luna P came again with Super Sailor Chibi Moon. I just think it looks cute with her as well. And that here is a holographic drinking cup, which is pretty neat. And I've got some Gashapon transformation watches, no, communicator watches on that. And behind there, I've got the special set Twinkle Dollies in their own little packaging. And over here, I've got Prince Diamond and the old 90s dolls, Rubius, which I know these guys are pretty rare, so I'm happy to have those. And behind that, I've got the Spinning Rini, and this is before Chibi Moon was even a thing, and Prince Darien from the 90s show in the Bandai collection, or Irwin, that would be Irwin. Alright, and moving forward once again, I'm going to focus on this shelf. And this is the Sailor Moon Crystal Figure Arts Zero line that has been coming out. Here we've got Sailor Moon, of course, was the first one that came out 2 years ago, I believe. And then we've got Sailor Mercury right here. And Mars, which you've just seen. I really, really like these. Aside from the scale differences from the inners and outers, I do find the paint on these absolutely beautiful. It's very shiny, glossy paint that they've used. Jupiter and Venus. So over here, we've got Uranus and Neptune. These are absolutely beautiful. They don't originally come on one stand together. Two stands come with Neptune when you get her, but they did come out at the same time. And over here, of course, is another sippy cup that's BPA free. And all the mangas that I collected when they re-released those with Kodansha. And one vintage one left. What's this up here? Just got some little message cards there, which is really cute. And behind these guys, I've got the GE Sailor Moon and GE Tuxedo Mask figures that came out. I believe those came out in 2013. And behind Venus, I've got that really pretty Sailor Moon drinking wine glass and the vintage playing cards that came out back in '94. There's some things back here and over here. Let's have a look. Here is the Heart Locket from the 3rd season, Sailor Moon S. This one also does not have batteries in it. Right here is, of course, the Spiral Heart Moon Rod. This does have batteries in it, so I will play that for you right now. There we go. It's quite pretty. We can stop it at the same time. Stop! There we go. And over here we've got the Proplica Moon Chalice, or Holy Grail. And this has batteries in it as well. I have to hold this one in. That's my favorite one, I think. It's my favorite tune, I think. While that's playing, we'll move on. We've got the Nendroid figures here of Sailor Moon, Sailor Chibi Moon. So as you can see, right there is where that Luna P would have gone, but I have her with my figure arts. And the Sailor Saturn Nendroid that came out. There are only 3 of these. Down here is a Sailor Moon bracelet that I had purchased from another collector, and I'm really happy to have that. That looks really cool in my collection. And up above there, I've got the rest of the Twinkle Dollies that came out. I don't have the full collection of these, but I do have a nice variety of them. The only one I think I don't have is maybe Sailor Pluto. Over here, we've got the Tamashii Buddies that came out a couple years ago. Sailor Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. And we've got Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. If you watched my channel, you'll see that I do have an unboxing for these figures. And I did have them out of the box for a while, but then I decided to put them back in because they do take up a lot of space and they look nice in their boxes as well. To the right of that, I have only 2 of these type of keychains, and apparently this one is a little rare. So I'm very happy to have that one. It's really cute. And this cute mug here, which I only have 1 of these, so I don't use it. I love that. I got that at H&M a couple years ago. And just some random things here. Sailor Moon makeup bag, which is neat. And just some keychains that I pick up on my travels. Random things like that. stick holder. And an old vintage pencil case. There's another makeup bag up here. I have more things behind these guys. Just move these. These aren't really in the focal point because, you know, there's only so much space I have. But I will show you some more drinking glasses. These are the GE drinking glasses. And I'll never use those either. Someday maybe. And down here I have some more drinking glasses. The Luna and Artemis glasses. 2-pack pint glass set. And over here I got this at GameStop or EB Games, depending on where you're from. It's a full set of Sailor Moon pint glasses. Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, and Sailor Moon. Those are also very pretty. The paint is delicate. And here would be the cookie tin. This was a collection of things that came out a couple years ago, and that's what they look like inside. I have all of them. There's also another layer of vanilla ones, which is pretty cool. Random things. And that's a puzzle back there, 1,000 pieces. And over here we've got the Luna, Artemis, and Diana plushes. Those are really cute. This is a real cat belt. And I got a couple of books here. Probably very, very old. And a couple of prize packages here. We've got just random cloth. These sort of prize packages, I guess. I got those from another collector locally. I'm fortunate to have those as well. And I've got this book you may have seen in another video. It's where I keep all of my trading cards and stickers and things like that. So I have the whole collection of the vintage cards, obviously, and playing cards, and the new release cards that came out. We won't need to go into all of those, but that's where they all are. I love collecting cards as well. And over here we've got more plushes. Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Moon, Chibi Moon, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. I do not have a Saturn. Not yet. I think Saturn will be the only one left for me to get. And over there is where you can see some of my puzzles. Some vintage puzzles that I still have. And the tower of boxes upon boxes. Over here, we've got some, we've got a Sailor Moon blanket, pillows, a purse, my Sailor Moon wig from Halloween, a Tuxedo Mask plush, and a couple other vintage plushes that I have there. And right here, we've got the other set of Poochie Petite glass caddies, Super Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon, Sailor Pluto and Uranus, Neptune and Saturn, and in the cup is just where I put some random jewelry, some gashapons that come my way. Behind them I have this transformation pen, which I think is really pretty. It really shines in the light, actually. And that's a real pen. I love that I have that. And that picture is from New York Comic-Con from a couple of years ago. And right here, we've got the Proplica Collider Moonscope, which is pretty huge. And this does have batteries in it as well. I'm going to I also have this prism stationery of the Moon scope, and it is the most glittery box I've ever seen. Let's see here. That is pretty fantastic. I've got the latest release in my Poochie Petite collection, and that would be the wedding figures, the cake toppers. And that comes with a little Luna and a little Artemis. They are so cute. I love that Tuxedo Mask, or Mamoru is in a little cream colored tuxedo. We see him in a black one all the time. And right here, to go along with more Proplica, I've got the Proplica music box, I guess. And that just plays the melody to Tuxedo Mirage, and it has them spinning, of course, up there. I love this. This is probably my favorite Proplica of all time. And here I've got something a little different. I got this one from a local collector as well. They had that in their collection, and they were clearing out a few things. And this is actually the room scent Moon Chalice. And if these were sent over from Japan, they weren't normally supposed to come with this. And that is the scent. And it smells like roses and vanilla. But the person I bought this from knew somebody in Japan, and they sent it to her personally. So that's why I'm very fortunate to have that. It smells amazing. Here is where I have my box sets as of right now, the new ones that have been coming out. Season 1, Season 2, Our Movie, Sailor Moon S, and Sailor Moon Crystal 1, 2, and 3. And that's just an old vintage piggy bank and one old vintage doll. And I love it. So again, thanks for joining me, and thanks for tuning in for this fun year of collecting and showing off some Sailor Moon things. It's been a really fun year. I have loved showing you my collection. So again, from me, Sailor D, Happy New Year, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.